You don't actually need to replace 80% of your income in retirement. You need to replace 100% of your... Hello, I'm Phillip Smith, financial planner with Tide Pool Wealth Strategies, guiding late career professionals into and through retirement with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Welcome to
The Perfect Retirement Plan?
Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining me. Have you ever seen those online retirement calculators? I feel like probably everybody who's even taken a little bit of an interest in the retirement has seen these calculators, and the online articles telling us we need to replace 70 to 80% of our income. But here's a hopefully fresh take for you. You don't actually need to replace 80% of your income in retirement. You need to replace 100% of your confidence. In this episode, we'll unpack why the popular income replacement ratio might not be serving your actual retirement needs, why confidence is the key factor you should focus on, and how mindset, not just math, could make a plan successful. Let's dive into why this income replacement rule is everywhere you look. Here's why the 80% income replacement rule is popular. Like so many things in life, the reason financial professionals often use the 80% rule is simplicity. The assumption is you'll spend less in retirement, no payroll taxes, no retirement contributions, no mortgage, and hopefully financially independent kids. But here's the flaw. That generic percentage doesn't know you personally, doesn't factor in your dreams of travel, charitable giving, or finally pursuing that long-delayed hobby or passion project. It certainly doesn't consider your feelings about market swings, healthcare costs, or the uncertainty of living 20, 30, or even more years without regular paychecks. Think of it this way. Using averages to plan your retirement is like buying shoes based on average shoe size. It completely misses the point. Probably not going to fit. Retirement isn't average. It's incredibly personal. Now, here's why I believe confidence is more valuable than percentages. I've seen retirees thriving comfortably on 60% of their previous income, while others remain anxious even when they're at 99%. The difference? It's not about income replacement. It's about confidence. Confidence in your income sources, confidence in your investment strategy, confidence in how you'll handle unexpected expenses. Here's the reality. If you're not confident about spending your money, it doesn't matter how much you have. You won't enjoy retirement. A plan that only works in perfect conditions isn't a plan at all. It's merely wishful thinking, hopeful thinking. So where does this critical confidence come from? First, clarity about your income streams. You should clearly understand when, how much, and from which sources your retirement money will arrive, including Social Security, pensions, dividends, and withdrawals from savings. Second, you want to adopt a dynamic spending strategy known as the Guardrails approach. I say you want to, but in reality, you have choices. This is just what I prefer to do with clients. So Guardrails, rather than sticking to a rigid withdrawal percentage, this approach adjusts your spending according to market conditions, providing flexibility without compromising your lifestyle. Finally, stress test your retirement plan thoroughly. What if the market drops dramatically in your early retirement years? What if inflation remains higher than expected? When your plan handles these challenges successfully, your confidence skyrockets. You don't need crystal balls to predict the future. You need shock absorbers built into your financial plan because you want to be prepared for the terrain ahead. Now, let's say I met with a couple who were diligent savers, had eliminated debt, and carefully budgeted, but they were fixated on income percentages. Their question was clear. What percent of our income do we need to replace? I personally would refocus their attention from vague percentages to concrete numbers, saying something to the effect of, forget about 75%. You specifically need $6,500 a month to comfortably cover your regular expenses. Plus, should probably budget for around $1,000 per month for your annual travel goals. The key here is having complete confidence that you can sustain this lifestyle consistently. We would then explore a dynamic spending strategy together. They would see how their spending could flex gently depending on market performance, tightening a bit when needed, and enjoying more freely during market upswings. At the end of our session, they would no longer be worried about percentages. They would have clarity on their monthly budget, feel assured about their plan, and leave excited about future adventures. Maybe this could be you. So let's take some action on this. First, Shift your retirement planning focus from percentages to actual dollar amounts. Sure, you can figure out what percentage of your working income that is, but it's really just an additional unnecessary step. Clearly identify how much you genuinely need to live your ideal retirement. Next, thoroughly stress test your retirement strategy. Evaluate how your financial plan holds up during challenging economic times. And lastly, seriously consider adopting a dynamic spending strategy. Flexibility will help you manage financial uncertainty effectively, helping you ensure that you enjoy the retirement lifestyle you've envisioned. Your retirement plan should be more than just the numbers. It's about having total confidence in your financial decisions and clarity about your future. If today's episode helped you rethink your approach to retirement planning, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more actionable insights tailored to your retirement journey. And remember, it's not about having the smartest financial advisor, the most money saved, or the highest probability of retirement success. The perfect retirement plan for you is the one you act on.
It's disclosure time. This podcast is intended for educational purposes only, should not be used for any other purpose. The views depicted in this material should not be considered specific advice or recommendations for any individual, are not intended to be financial, tax, or legal advice, and do not represent Thay Wealth Strategies or Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC. For a comprehensive review of your personal situation, always consult with a financial, tax, or legal advisor. Neither Cetera nor any of its representatives may give legal or tax advice. Our office address is 450 Country Club Road, Suite 350, Eugene, Oregon 97401. Securities and advisory services are offered through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a broker-dealer, registered investment advisor, and member of FINRA and SIPC. Cetera is under separate ownership for any other named entity.